All right, we're going to go like this. We are family, it says. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. Said we are family. Get up everybody and dance. We are family. I got all my brothers with me. Said we are family. Get up everybody and sing. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by. And we're flying just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. Said all of the people around us, they say, can they be that closer? Just let me stay for the records. I'm giving love in a family dose. Don't you know we are family? Hey, I got all my people with me. Hey, said we are family. Get up everybody and sing. Hey, we're saying we are family. I got all my sisters with me. Hey, I said we are family. Get up everybody and sing. Living life is fun, but we've just begun to get our share of this world's delights. High hopes we had for the future and our goals in sight. No, we don't get depressed, cause here's what we call our family room, yeah. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong, oh no. This is our family too, yeah. Said we are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. Hey, say we are family. Oh, say get up everybody and sing. Hey, we said is we are family. Hey, hey, yeah. I got all my people with me. Oh, I said is we are family. Get up everybody and sing.
Woo! Thank you. What a way to start off Sunday. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Tacoma. My name is Reverend Lori Erwin Johnson, and I use the pronouns she and her. And if this is your first time visiting, welcome. I'm so glad you found us. And if you've been here before several times or even once before, we're so glad you came back. We're so happy to have visitors and to new people and people that have visited before. It is such a wonderful thing to have you with us, and we're so grateful. I'd like to introduce our musical guest. You heard Morris Catten, and we have worked together several times. He is a brother from another mother, and I miss being with him, and I'm so glad he's here today, and I look forward to more music from him, a special song that he has been learning that I am excited about that'll be coming up soon. And today, being May Day, it's a beautiful day. We're going forward. When we first got here this morning in the Pacific Northwest, it was a little bit foggy, maybe a little bit drizzly, but now as the day has progressed, the sun is starting to come out, and we're starting to get into that May Day feeling, in that idea that spring is actually here. And in actuality, today being May Day, it is the first day of summer on the Celtic calendar. So it's a time for new beginnings, time to look forward to the future, and that's what we're going to focus on today. And that is my topic for today's discussion. But before we get started, I'd like to start off our day with a prayer. So just get into a space that's comfortable, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just settle into the moment. Breathe in this wonderful, beautiful day. It's time for new beginnings. an opportunity to plan for and embrace the abundance that's ever present, pouring into our experience right here and right now. Source provides abundantly. Just like the lilies of the field and the birds of the sky, we are given all that we need to thrive. So on this gorgeous May Day, we affirm that our prosperity is presented right here, right now, and we accept and know that this is truth. This is our divine right and the law of God's children. We accept the truth as it is and know it is so, and so it is. Amen. I'm going to invite Morris back with another song, and then we'll go into my message.
Right. So this song reminds me of the time we was in church, those good old feeling, glory, glory songs, and they're just clapping and feeling good about just giving yourself and receiving. So we're just going to go like this. We're going to go a little back, just a little bit farther back. Old song we used to sing. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I laid my burdens down. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I laid my burdens down. Hey, said friends don't treat me like they used to. Since I laid my burdens down. Said friends don't treat me like they used to. Since I laid my burdens down. Hey, my burdens down, Lord. Burdens down. Since I laid my burdens down. Hey, said burdens down, Lord. Burdens down, Lord. Hey, since I laid my burdens down. Then we go into a song like this. It says, fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this burning in my soul. Bread of heaven, fill me till I want no more. Till my cup can fill it up and feed me whole. Said, fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this burning in my soul. Said, bread of heaven, fill me till I want no more. Fill my cup and fill it up and make me whole. One more time. Fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this burning of my soul. Said, bread of heaven, fill me till I want no more. Fill my cup and fill it up and make me whole. Said, fill my cup and fill it up and make me whole. Said, fill my cup and fill it up and make me whole. Amen. Those good old feeling songs.
That was a good feeling song. Thank you so much. Boy, that is old school.
That is.
Yes, it felt good though. Oh, then I feel that our affirmation for today is very appropriate because it was brought by Charles Fillmore in his book Prosperity from 1934. And so I feel that he would have been really with that. He would have rocked with it. Our affirmation for today, I have the faith in the substance of God working in and through me to increase and bring abundance into my world. I have the faith in the substance of God working in and through me to increase and bring abundance into my world. And I'm reading for today because it is a wonderful, beautiful May Day, the beginning of the Celtic summer. I wanted to read something, an Irish blessing for you today, because we're going to talk about that a little bit today in our talk, in addition to Prosperity by Charles Fillmore. So we're going to mix it up. My reading today. Blessed be the mind that dreamed the day the blueprint of your life would begin to glow on earth, illuminating all the faces and voices that would arrive to invite your soul to growth. Praised be your father and mother who loved you before you were and trusted to call you here with no idea of who you would be. Blessed be those who have loved you into the becoming who you are meant to be. Blessed be those who have crossed your life with dark gifts of hurt and loss and have helped to school your mind in the art of disappointment. When desolation surrounded you, blessed be those who looked for you and found you. Their kind hands urgent to open the window in the gray wall formed around you. Blessed be the gifts you never noticed, your health, eyes to behold the world, thoughts of countenance of the unknown, memory to harvest vanished days, your heart to feel the world's waves, your breath to breathe the nourishment of distance made intimate by earth. On this echoing day, may you open the gift of solitude in order to receive your soul. Enter the generosity of silence to hear your hidden heart, and know the serenity of stillness to be unfolded anew by the miracle of your being. Today is May Day, the beginning of a new season. It is the beginning of rebirth and renewal, and it's all completely new today. So many people don't think of May Day as being a big deal, but in other parts of the world, May Day is a huge deal. And here in the United States, when I was a little girl, we would do things with flowers. And I don't know if anybody had that same experience, but when I was a little girl, way back in the day, we would gather flowers from people's lawns and yards with their permission, of course. We never did it without asking. It was the violets were in bloom, and the bluebells were in bloom, and the roses were just starting, but the lilacs, there were a plethora of them in our neighborhood, and my neighbor had a whole hedge that went all the way down his property line of lilacs. So needless to say, we went and picked a lot of flowers, and we put them in wonderful little paper tubes, toilet paper roll tubes, the thing that's left after your toilet paper's gone. We used to take those and decorate them with some paint and some stickers, and we would take the flowers and wrap them up in little paper towels, and get them all wet and stick them inside these tubes and set them on everybody's porches on May Day. That was our gift as children to the neighbors, and we thought that May Day was all about giving flowers. And in essence, it is. It's about rejoicing in the fact that the sun has come and the flowers are showing up. And maybe it goes back to that old saying, April showers bring May flowers. I don't know, but that's what we used to think when we were little. And so we used to do that, and that was how my May Day went. We kind of lost that over the years. I don't think my children ever did that, but we did that when I was young. And so that was part of my tradition of May Day. But a couple of months ago, I took a class on diversity, equity, inclusion, which was taught by and through Unity of Portland. And the class was a book study by Isabel Wilkerson's book, Caste. And it's a book that examined racism and the parallels of the caste systems throughout the world, including the ones in India and the time where the Nazis were in charge of Germany. And it was an interesting book about class, and it was an interesting class itself. And we got to observe and talk about heritages and how they influence, and how time has influenced how we have developed as people. Well, the teacher in the class, she was really good about talking about different races, and we had a wonderful time talking about Black culture. But she also encouraged us, me being a Caucasian woman, to really delve into the immigrants of my family, the people that came from Europe, and I needed to know a little bit more about that, so she asked us to look into that. Now, I know, based on a lot of research on my family, way back in the day, in the late 1980s and early 1990s, my family had a genealogy published in a book about, went way back to our family that began in Ireland. And so we have this really long book with all of our photos in it and throughout the years, and it was really great, way before the internet was a thing. So somebody really did a lot of research, spent a lot of time in different historical areas and the library, I'm sure. And it came down to that we were mostly Irish. And so after that point, when I was thinking about that, and as I was searching and delving more deeply into my Irish heritage, I also found out that my dad was Scottish, because he never knew his biological father. So I found out that he was Scottish. This was after my dad had passed. And so I am Irish and Scottish in heritage. And so basically, I'm pretty much a melting pot of the Anglo-Saxon heritage. So that's my ancestry. So as a result of this class that I took and this nudge from this teacher, I began to focus more on this Irish side of my family. A couple of years ago, in fact, I keep saying a couple of years ago, it's been about 20 years ago, but for me it seems like it was yesterday. I started studying earth-based religions, and I learned about English Druids and American Wiccans and how they celebrated the cycles of the year. And I really got into that because I really am an earth baby. I love to be able to be outside and in nature, and I really appreciate gardening and things like that. But I really hadn't, though, studied Irish heritage and how those traditions in the Irish heritage had influenced a lot of what happened in the English and the American Wiccan development. So today, being May Day, I thought I would talk a little bit about Beltane, which is often pronounced Beltane, and many people think that is how it's pronounced here in the United States, but it's called Beltane in Ireland. And it is a Christian and pagan tradition, and it's influenced by both. It started off as a earth-based religion, and then the Catholics came in, and they decided that they wanted to convert the Irish and make sure that they had a Christian upbringing, and the Irish people were very hesitant to bring on this new idea of Christianity. So instead of, after years of trouble and discussion upon the Catholic Church and the turmoil they had there, the Catholic Church finally relented and said, okay, you can keep your old traditions, we'll just add ours to yours. So we have a good melting pot of what Catholic Christianity is in Ireland, as well as a lot of pagan influences. So throughout the world, the celebration of May Day is very different. So in Europe, they have this idea of May Day, and it's the coming and the renewal of a new time, growth and fertility. The maiden queen and the green man, they get together and all part of this festival that celebrates this renewal, this new part of the year. And they make it a big deal. They have festivals and dances and maypoles and all kinds of things. And if you've never seen a maypole, look it up on YouTube because it's fun. They go dancing and around the different types of poles, and it's really quite interesting. But that is not the Irish heritage. Here in the United States, we have kind of lost the celebration of May Day unless you are looking to protest, because May Day has become synonymous with labor movements and being able to protest and to march for equity within the workforce. And so today, May Day means a totally different thing than what it used to be here in the United States. So in some of the ways, the traditional Irish, Scottish, and the people from the Isle of Man, they observe what used to be and came to be Beltane. And they still celebrate Beltane. And it marks the beginning, like I said, of the Celtic summer. It's actually 6 months away from the beginning of winter, which is Samhain. And you might have seen that spelled Samhain, which most people want to say Samhain, but it's actually Samhain. And if you know anything about Halloween, which is like my favorite holiday in the whole wide world, October 31st, that is the beginning of the Celtic winter. So Beltane is one of 4 fire festivals. So on each of those times you have now and Samhain, and then the summer and the winter solstices are times when they have a fire festival. In Ireland, and during the early times in Ireland, it was very important to keep the fire burning all the time. You never let it out. You never let it go out. And if it did go out, that means it was bad luck. They were very superstitious and very in their traditions. And like I said, it's an influence of Christian and earth-based. Catholic Church came to Ireland, and they decided they wanted to change things up. And so what they did is that Beltane is the first day of the month of Mother Mary. So what they couldn't do by switching them and making them stop celebrating Beltane, they just said that, okay, so you can continue to celebrate, but Mother Mary, it's her month too. So the Irish religion and the celebration of Beltane are a blend of both. And I think that integration and cooperation was very good idea. The reason they celebrate Beltane in the first place is it marks a specific time of the year where they would move their cattle from their lowland property up into the mountains where they could graze. And then the crops then could grow without any bother from the cattle, so they would move. So at the time of Beltane, before they moved the cattle and the cows, they would light bonfires, and they would purify the cows by walking them through the smoke. And so they would have a bonfire on one side and a bonfire on the other side, and then they would walk the cows. And it was a blessing. It was to ward off evil spirits, but also to be able to move them forward and make them feel better about a blessing. So again, not only is it the old folk tradition, but also a blessing from God that they would be able to send their cows and their cattle off, and they would have a wonderful harvest in the future. They are very superstitious. They have an interesting idea about evil spirits. Now, in Ireland, evil spirits are represented by fairies. Now, we see fairies as little winged creatures, but they were actually mischievous creatures and could cause some harm to people in Ireland. So today, they would hang flowers on their doorstep, usually yellow ones, to prevent the fairies from coming in the house and bringing in their bad luck. They would also have trees outside that they would decorate, and it was usually the tree that was I think it was a hawthorn tree that the fairies loved, and so they would decorate it to distract the fairies from coming into the house during this time of purification. And between sundown and noon, so sundown yesterday and noon today, they would put out the only fire that they kept burning the entire year, so they could renew and restart the fire brand new at noon today. And they also didn't let anyone in the house, and they didn't share their food. They didn't do anything. That was bad luck. They would keep people away, and they would keep their things to themselves, because this time of purification was really, really important for them. Another interesting thing that they would do is they would walk the perimeter of their property. So not only does that have a practical means to an end, you would walk around and they would have new baby lambs, and so we'd check the perimeters of the property, make sure the fences and everything are okay. But they would also check for bad omens. So if they would find, say, like rotten meat or broken eggs or anything like that, that could mean that could give them bad luck. So they would have to counter that, a bad spell, with one that was good. So they were worried about curses, and they relied on magic to be able to change their lives around and give them the kind of luck that they wanted to have. Now, many Christians, they shun the idea of magic, believing that there's evil associated with that, but that's not always the case. In fact, if you read the Bible, if you've ever read it, there are magic and spells and prophecy all throughout the Bible. That is what they talk about over and over again, even during Jesus' time. You would think by the time that Jesus came around that they wouldn't have that. No, he talked about it as well. So Christianity comes from that idea that magic, whatever that definition of magic is a very powerful force in protection and giving good luck. Now, if you want to know more about that, I would always say ask a Jewish person about Hamsa hands. Rick's godmother is Jewish, and she gave me a wonderful bracelet with Hamsa hands. If you're interested in learning about that, I would look it up, or you can contact me and I can tell you about that. But they are used for protection against curses. So they still do that in that tradition. It's not something new. And it's not something that's been forgotten either. In our own Unity spiritual philosophy, magic is just another word for the power of intention. And it's our third Unity principle. We are co-creators. And we're co-creators with God, we're creators with the environment, we're creators with the creatures on this planet. And we create the reality through our thoughts held in our minds and in our hearts. And although it sounds like magic, it's really not supernatural. New Thought author Eric Butterworth said in his book, Practical Metaphysics, A New Insight in Truth, he said, you can become what you really desire to be, not because of some divine intervention, not because of some newfangled metaphysical system you're going to learn, not because someone puts his hands upon you and works some spiritual magic. You can do this because your divine potential, the Christ of you, is always present within you as the allness of the infinite process expressing as you. This is an important principle by which you can deal with your life. So we can create our realities, and that is not magic. That is working with the forces that are, and that is what the Irish tradition of Beltane is. They are working with their intentions to move forward towards a future that they would like to have instead of one that they are passive observers of what's happening. The celebration of Beltane was there for creating what they wanted. They were very intentional about it. They do exactly what we do here at Unity. They created rituals and traditions that made their minds get into that consciousness where they were able to get to a space where they were creating instead of being passive observers. And they were performing these magic-like acts of bringing abundance and prosperity and exactly what they would want in their lives. And Charles Fillmore explained it very in depth. If you ever get a chance to read his book, Prosperity, he explained what happens and how that works and how our lives, the forces, the source that we're working with, how they work to bring us prosperity and how we never have to worry about being abundant. He said that spiritual substance is the foundation of our entire universe, that we have access to this source all the time. It's a goodness of abundance every single day of our lives. This is the basis of our faith here at Unity. We believe that the source will provide for us, and it does. It provides for us every single time. Once we're able to get into this frame of mind that we will begin to see this unfolding every single time that we would like to see it. We need to keep within that right frame of mind at all times. I know that there are times of doubt. There are times when we feel that, that could never happen that way. It happens to me every single day. Ask my family. Sometimes I get into that negative naysaying, but it's absolutely not true. What my brain is telling me is not true. What my heart knows, what my source knows, what my spirit knows, is that I'm provided for, and I am able to use that spiritual substance every single day of my life to create exactly what I would need. And being in this spiritual frame of mind is the most important thing. It has to be something that you keep with you. Some people would call it praying without ceasing. Praying without ceasing. You are in that God frame of mind all the time. And whenever we feel lack or separated or we begin to see a negativity, we are able to go into our hearts and connect with that source and be able to seek, to gain the answers that we seek in our lives. We're able to see what it is that we need to see and find the answers that we've been seeking. This is all available to us. We just need to get into the right frame of mind and stay there. Of course, like I said, we're all humans, and so we deviate sometimes. But remember who you are. You're a child of the divine. You can check to see and find those predictors, those things within ourselves, to be the prophesier within ourselves and know exactly what the divine is for. We have to have faith. Faith is the key here. And faith for us at Unity means that there is something that we have available to us all the time. Doubt is our only evil force here. When we doubt ourselves, that's when we get in trouble. It's the lack then becomes our focus. We begin to see that we don't have enough, that we're not able to care for ourselves, we're not able to care for others, and that is the evil doubt. And so the magic then comes in when we are able to direct ourselves back into our divine source, back into the heart, and say, what is mine to do? Where am I supposed to go? And our faith then shows us the way. This is what we need to do in order to be prosperous every single day of our lives. And if we do deviate, that's okay. Like I said, we can come back any time. You can go back into your heart, find out what it is that you need. Through any trial or tribulations, it's always there. We also need to remember that we are representations of God on this earth. We have God working through us and as us. We are the hands and feet of God. And we have that divine mind within us. And if we are just quiet enough, if we take the time to pray, if we take the time to meditate, if we get into a space of stillness, we can hear the still small voice within us that tells us exactly what we need to know and what we need to do. We are representations of God on this earth, and we need to remember that we need to stay in touch with that source. Continue to tap back into it. If you're having a bad day, remember that you can always go there, no matter what. And finally, this is really not a made-up idea. Charles Fillmore talks about it as a universal law even. So it occurs with us or without us. Whether we pay attention to it or not, it's still going to happen. Now, whether or not we benefit from being part of that universal law is up to us. Where are you putting your focus? We can be available for that energy. We can be available for that love, that divinity, that Christ source that's within every single time we want it. But we need to be available and willing to accept it as a law as it is. Because we can, like gravity, we can try to fly. I don't have wings yet. So I will work with gravity. And if I work with it, then I'm less likely to fall and hurt myself. So being in that space, that divine space of knowing that universal law that God will provide, then be there, know that you are protected. Every single day, we perform magic. We are fighting curses and we are blessing ourselves for a new beginning every single day. We get up in the morning and it's a brand new May Day every day. A new beginning, a renewal, an idea that we can move forward in something different than what we had yesterday. Whatever happened yesterday is gone. You can't get that back. Today is brand new. It's a brand new slate. What is it that you can do today? And you can create your reality just by tapping in and say, use me. I am here for you. So instead of hanging flowers for protection here at Unity, and I have flowers in my hair today, and so does Denise. But we do that symbolically. But instead of just hanging flowers on our doorstep or putting flowers on ourselves, we will pray instead. That's what we do here at Unity. We get into that right frame of mind that dispels any negativity, that idea that we can have negative thoughts and things that get in our way. If we get into prayer, we know that we can dispel those things, and it's no longer a problem for us. During meditation, we are cleaning out the constant chatter that tells us that we can't do it, and we can't be that person that we want to be, that blah, blah, blah that continues on in our minds. Instead, we make room for what we would like. We have self-compassion, and we have loving kindness for ourselves. And we open up a space for that thing that we would like for ourselves, that idea, the beauty, the love, everything in our lives. We just open that up, and there it is. May Day in Beltane reminds us that life is an intentional act. It's not a passive observance. One requires engagement in order to get what we would like out of life. If we sit around and wait for it to come to us, it probably won't come to us like we would like. If we are co-creators of this universe, we are going to get exactly what we would like in our lives and better. Because sometimes our imaginations, our ideas are very limiting. And sometimes we get way better than we would ever expect. We need to remember to be in touch with the cycles of this world, remembering to celebrate those little things like the beginning of the Celtic summer today on Beltane and May Day. And right now, Today we are seeing that the flowers are blooming, and Jesus said, "See how the flowers of the field, they do not labor or spin." We also look out and we see the birds creating their nests and flying around, and Jesus said, "Look at the birds of the air, they do not sow or reap or stow away in the barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they?" So don't worry. We got your back. God's got your back. Celebrate. We are grateful. We are resourceful. And we are abundant. And we are truly blessed. So take the time today on this beautiful May Day to be aware of this fact and accept the divine law that you are cared for, prosperous, in abundance. And so it is. I'm going to have Morris come back and sing us a wonderful song before meditation.
This song talks about just God using you, you surrendering and accepting his love. It says, use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. So we say, use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Oh, say, I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more, like the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, he is all in all, needing us to shine his light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I could stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Hey. Then it says like this: command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. Said, God is the love, and it heals all creation. Said, God is creator, in him all things are new, but God's needing us to shine his light on me, as you. So use stand for you, and in you I'll abide as you show me. Lord, said as you show me, Jesus. Yeah, said as you show me all that I must do.
Thank you. That was beautiful. That was absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. I'm going to cry. Okay. So let's get into a place of meditation, sitting in a position that's comfortable for you, taking a deep breath in, letting it out, allowing yourself to be supported by the surface that you're sitting on, feeling your feet planted on the floor, feeling the earth beneath your feet. And for those of you that are at home, we will have a video running for you where you'll be able to look into the beautiful fire that our fire meditation is about today. And for those of you who are here in the building, then we will walk you through the fire meditation in your mind's eye. Taking a deep breath in, allowing yourself to get more and more relaxed. Visualizing in front of yourself a beautiful fire, whether that be outdoors in a campfire or a fire that's inside the fireplace. Just bring that to your mind's eye. See it there, hear the crackling noises, allowing yourself to be part of this wonderful, gracious, warm meditation. And as you sit in front of this wonderful fire, you feel this loving light and warmth massage and relax your entire body. Starting from your head, allow yourself to fully embrace this loving and wonderful, powerful light. Feel this relaxing light move down your neck and shoulders. Take a moment just to allow that wonderful feeling to be absorbed within your body. Finding yourself sinking deeper and deeper into relaxation. This light and this warmth continues to move down your body, down your back and your chest, moving towards your stomach and your lower back. And just allow your breathing to let this warmth move throughout your body, feeling each and every part of you becoming warmer and warmer, pulling in that beautiful warmth from the fire. Just enjoy this relaxation, that the warmth is warming up your hands and your fingertips, down into your legs and into your feet, and just completely envelops you. And just enjoy that for just a moment. You're completely relaxed, completely enveloped, and the fire has purified you. It has made you brand new. And as you sit here in this warmth and reveling in this experience, bring your thoughts to something that you would like to invite into your life over the next summer. What is it that you've wanted? What is something that you've been putting on the back burner? Something that you would like to bring to the forefront of your consciousness? What is it that you would truly like to see manifest in your world? Beltane, or May Day, is a time of renewal, of new prosperity, of new birth. Now is the time to claim what you want. and look towards what you would like to bring into your experience. What supports your greatest good? Have faith in this moment as you go within and you ask that question of yourself and you ask that question of the divine. What is it that you would like to manifest, to bring into your experience, and to express into your life over the next couple of weeks? Just sit there in silence for just a moment as you allow that to sink in. Have faith that this is your moment. Like Thich Nhat Hanh would say, you've planted the seed that will germinate and grow into that wonderful flower that is your experience in your life. Have faith that it will be what it is, better than you ever dreamed, more than you could ever imagined. And as we come out of this meditation, bring your awareness back to the flames in front of you in your mind's eye or on the screen. Thanking it for allowing you to have this moment of prosperity and abundance, reminding you that you are renewed, that you are prosperous, and you have a brand new day to create what you would like. Take a deep breath in, bringing your awareness back into your body, back into this space. Allowing yourself to feel the floor, your feet planted on the floor and the earth below you, and know that all is well. Take another deep breath in. And with an exhale, you can open your eyes and bring your awareness back into your space. And Morris is going to take us out of meditation with another song.
Thank you. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for this day. What a beautiful and wonderful day it is. And the song is Thank You. We're going to go. Yeah, here we go. It says, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful. Hey, thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. And thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. These wonderful, wonderful friends. These wonderful, these wonderful, these wonderful friends. Said I'm so thankful. if y'all can help me say, let's say, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. Receive it. This healing day. Hey, thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful day. This beautiful day. Hey, thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful friends. My wonderful friends. I'm thankful. I'm so thankful for this day, for my friends. So thankful.
Thank you. That was awesome. Oh, we've come to the portion of our service where we open our hearts to give. All donations that we receive here at Unity of Tacoma go to support the missions and musicians and the ministries that we do here at Unity of Tacoma. If you like what you've heard, we appreciate your support, and anything that you can give would be appreciated. And there are several ways you can give. At this time, you're unable to give on our website. We are still in transition with our new website, but you can donate through Zelle using your telephone number, 253-576-3225. You can also mail a check to Unity of Tacoma, P.O. Box 112289, Tacoma, Washington, 98411. And as we prepare to give, I would like you to hold the intention of abundance and prosperity within your hands. It's flowing through you as you every single moment of every single day. Jesus taught us in Luke 6:38, give and you will receive. You'll be given much, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. It will spill into your lap. The way you give to others is the way God will give back to you. And as you visualize holding that gift within your hand, please repeat after me. Divine love flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful for my blessings today, and I am grateful in every way. And so it is, amen. And may the blessing of your gift bring so many blessings back to you. We thank you again for your support of Unity of Tacoma. Our announcements, we have a couple of those. Next Sunday is Mother's Day already. It's May 8th, and our musical guest is Stefan Plummer. So bring your mom or that special mother figure to church with you next week. And if you're unable to make it here, check us out online. We'll still be here. We'll be starting our annual Mother's Day and Father's Day diaper drive next Sunday, and this year we will be donating our diapers to the Family Housing Network. And Family Housing Network is located just a couple blocks down the street from here, so all of the diapers and baby wipes and any monetary donations that you give to us will be going directly to them. And it starts next week on Mother's Day, and it goes to Father's Day, June 19th. So you have plenty of time to be able to donate the diapers, baby wipes, or anything that you feel that would be beneficial for the mothers and fathers of this world. And if you know anything about the Family Housing Network, they support families that are in transition from homelessness, trying to find a place for them to have a life and have a home. And so they house them until they're able to find an apartment of their own. So it's a wonderful program. Been working with them for several years. I'm looking forward to donating more with them this year. And you can contact me. You're going to use a different email, though, and next week I'll have my regular email up. It's lerwinjohnson@gmail.com. And again, the last date to donate for this program is Father's Day, June 19th. If you like what you're seeing here at Unity of Tacoma, please share us on social media. You can go to your Facebook page, you can go to YouTube page, you can go to Instagram, you can go to TikTok, you can do all of that. We're available to you all in all of those ways, so please check us out on all of those platforms. And if you're unable to do that, if you don't like social media or you're just not within that, please tell your friends, your family, however it is you meet them, whether it be on your telephone or text, or if you meet them in person, tell them where you're hanging out on Sunday morning, because we really appreciate having you, and we'd love to have all your family and friends as well. And if you're watching this from YouTube or from our website, below the video, you should be able to comment on how things are going here. Do you like what you're seeing? Do you not like the background? Do you not like the color I wore today? Let us know. Or you know what? I would rather have praise instead. So do you like the flowers in my hair? Do you like our backdrop? All these things, whatever it is, please comment. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know you're there, because we want to interact with you. We know that we're still apart as far as you being at home and me being here, but consciously we are connected. So please let us know how we're doing here. And I'm going to send us off today. Our benediction is pretty short, but it's very familiar. And it's the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. And wherever we are, God is, and all is well. I want to thank Morris Catten today for being here with the beautiful music. Always, always wonderful. Thank you for being here. And he's going to send us off with a song.
Come on, we're going to do it again. We are family. Go.
It's okay.
We are family. Come on. I got all my people with me. Oh, I say, we are family. Yeah. Get up, everybody, and sing. Come on, one more time. Said, we are family. I got all my people with me. Hey, said, we are family. Hey, get up, everybody, and sing. Hey, everyone can see we're together as we walk on by. Hey. And we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Oh, just let me stay for the record. I'm giving love in a family dose. Don't you know we are family? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got all my sisters with me. Oh, that we are family. Yeah. Get up, everybody, and sing. Hey, said we are family. Oh, I got all my brothers with me. Hey, I said as we are family. Yeah. Get up, everybody, and sing. Living life is fun, and we've just begun to get our share of these world's delights. Hey, high hopes we had for the future, and our goals inside. Now we don't get impressed with our golden rules. Hey, faith in you and the things you do, you won't go wrong. It's our golden rules that they are family. Yeah, I got all my sisters with me. Oh, said we are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. One more time, we are family. I got all my people with me. Hey, I said as we are family. Come on. Get up, everybody, and sing.
Woo! Thank you, everybody. You have a wonderful week. Thank you, Morris. Thank you, everybody.